Today we're talking about stomach ulcers and indigestion. Boy, we put all the wrong things in our stomach and this gives us a problem. Now our stomach, we actually put normal acid into our stomach to digest our food. But unfortunately, when we're stressed, we pump another acid in our stomach which really causes problems. This can cause us indigestion, pain, heartburn, etc., etc. The treatment is obviously to get stress-free, but this isn't always so easy. So we have other little things that we can use. Now in the pharmacy, I'll often use, say, some Mylanta, some Gaviscon, forming a gastric reflux over the top of the food, or if the situation's a little bit worse, I might use some Somac or some Zantac. But you know what? It's not fixing the problem, it's fixing the symptom. As a naturopath, I like to fix a person's symptoms. So we've got to look at all the things that we can do to line and protect the stomach and to help that person get rid of the problem. So I have another Krasenstein theory, and this is my apple and milk theory. Now what we've got to do, it's very simple. You juice one apple fresh in a juicer, remove the seeds and just juice it. Whatever amount of juice you have, you add half the amount of whole milk. Give it a quick stir and drink it down. Now this has got to be made fresh because the apple curdles with the milk and produces an enzyme that's going to coat and line that stomach of yours. Now we do it first thing in the morning. The first thing that goes in your mouth in the morning has got to be the apple and milk, the last thing at night. Now I'm telling you now, you do it for 30 days and with my iridology machine, when I look into a person's eye, I can see their stomach going from red to pink to skin coloured within a matter of 1 or 2 months. Now what happens is when your stomach is red, it's like this. When it's like this, your head is like this. When your head is like this, your fuse gets shorter and shorter. Now what I've had people say to me, after my treatment of 30 to 60 days, they say, it's like I'm living with a different person. This person isn't the same. And what people say to me, I've gone back to the way I was when I was 20. When your stomach is red and inflamed and it's saying, please don't put anything else down here, and you're throwing food down it, it's like a volcano erupting and all you're doing is putting fuel on top of the fire. When you're stressed, you're pumping more acid into it as well. So what we've got to do, we must try to ease out that stress. If you can't do it yourself, you go to your pharmacist and you get the anti-stress. You start having the regular massages, you do all those things, you get out and exercise. You do all that things to make you feel better. And when you feel better, your stress will be eased. We have all the drugs that the doctors give us to treat this condition, but there is a miracle drug. It's a homeopathic called Nux Vomica 30. Now I use it and I use it with great success. What it does, you take it every 15 minutes until the symptoms are relieved. Now, when you take an actual drug, you can only take it so many hours. So if it says take it every 4 hours, you have to wait for another 4 hours. If the pain's still there, you suffer. This product you can have every 15 minutes until you feel better. Now it's something we're not allowed to tell people, but I'll share it with you here. If you've got a huge hangover and you take Nux Vomica, it improves your situation. A lot of people are under the assumption that if you have a lot of milk, it's going to fix your problem of stomach and indigestion, of ulcers and indigestion. But in actual fact, they're right and they're wrong. They're right because of the fact that milk is alkali, it neutralises the acid in your stomach and you actually feel better. But they're wrong because people with this condition often can't digest the milk. So it's helping you on one side, but if you drink that milk and you don't digest it and it goes to mucus, then you can get an elevation of sinus, skin, bowel, all other sorts of problems from the milk you have. So inevitably you're helping, but you're hindering. One of the problems we have today is that if we skip meals or don't eat regularly, when it's mealtime, our stomach automatically produces acid ready for the next meal to come down. Now what happens is, if you don't put any food in there, the acid's got nothing to work on, so it starts eating away at the wall of your stomach. Now when it starts eating away at the wall of your stomach, that's when you get the pain and the discomfort, etc., etc. So it's so important that if you suffer with this problem, or if you're worried about it, you eat small amounts on a regular basis. Now what I suggest, you just get a handful of almonds, for example. Now almonds are really, really good for you, and just chew on them, but you can eat anything, it doesn't matter, but just regularly eat small amounts of things, just to give the acid something to work with, so it doesn't start eating away at your own stomach. The probiotic in the stomach helps settle down the stomach. But as well as that, there's a fantastic product called SF88. Now this product has carminative herbs, so it gives you energy during the daytime, but when you go to bed at night time, you'll get a much better sleep. I recommend taking one in the morning and one at lunchtime for about a week, and then after that just take one every morning, and you'll find your stomach will feel so much better.